Hey everyone, welcome back to another Crooked Chicken video. I hope you like that little intro. I'm just trying a little something just to see how it works and what everybody thinks. So if you could leave some comments below, that'd be awesome. If not, that's fine too. Today we're going over the latest episode of The Walking Dead, episode 1120, What's Been Lost. It picks up right where the last one left off. It is confirmed in this episode that they are rounding up our survivors of Alexandria. It opens up with Carol. She's collecting bread and other food to help her on her voyage out of the Commonwealth because she's decided she is not staying. She doesn't want anything to do with this place. And in this scene, we see Ezekiel come up behind her, and they start talking. And then she turns away, and the camera pans away from him, and then she turns back, and he's gone. So that right there confirms they are being rounded up. And then seconds later, a couple of guys march in, and they try to take her. She fights her way out. She gets away, and then she comes across the spot where everyone was loading up to get out of the Commonwealth. You know, Daryl, Judith, and all the other kids, and some other various characters. And it is here that she discovers, things all over the ground. There's nobody around, and she hears people struggling from inside this building. And she goes in there, and this guy has got Daryl pinned to the ground, trying to strangle him to death. And she, of course, jumps in and saves his ass. Blasts this guy in the back of the head with a piece of wood. And then there's another guy that was there that's already dead. That was this dude's partner. He reanimates, kills him. Daryl kills them both, and they get away. And then it's after this that they actually go to Hornsby's cell to help him escape because they know that they can't really find the other people without his help. So they help him escape, set off the alarms, and then they have this firefight that they get into. Daryl stays behind to make sure they can get out, and then he catches up with them later. But during this time that it's just Carol and Hornsby, he leads her out of the city and through these tunnels and everything that I guess were part of a part of the Commonwealth when they first started to settle and everything. So it's been abandoned. There's nothing there. And so they fight their way through walkers, of course, because it's just out in the open. And once they get through this little area, they are surrounded by Commonwealth soldiers, but Daryl pops up out of nowhere and takes them all out. And so they kind of, from there, lead Hornsby on this way, and along the way pump him for information of where the other people could be. And then they kind of cut back to Yumiko, who is still in the city. She's still a lawyer and everything, and basically is being forced into giving this speech that says she's going to prosecute Eugene. She's going to do justice for the Commonwealth or what the fuck ever. And through all that, she has to get up and do this speech in front of the whole town. You got these rich benefactor type people that have been contributing to the Commonwealth and everything, so they're kind of up Pam Milton's ass basically. And she gets up there. She starts to do this speech that she's been given, recognizing her brother, because of course Pamela threatens her brother if Yumiko does not follow suit and do what she's told. So she gets up there, does her thing, and then kind of goes off key and recognizes her brother because he's a surgeon, so he's very, very important to the community, and if he goes missing, people are going to notice. So this is kind of a way, I believe, to get him out in the public eye, to where if he goes missing, people are going to notice and wondering what the hell's going on, kind of stepping on Pam's toes. And then after this, she says fuck it to the speech, and then just kind of does what she wants, and announces right then and there that she is going to actually defend Eugene because she cares about Eugene. They were from the same community, of course, and so she's basically gives Pam Milton the middle finger and says, I'm going to do what I want. It's there that she throws that speech to the ground and says, there's your speech, bitch. So, and she kind of walks away, and it's then after this that we pick up with Daryl and Carol, and they're still marching along with Hornsby and getting all the information they can get from him, and he lets it slip that the others could have been possibly taken to this train, that the Commonwealth has a working train to commute back and forth with the other communities. We all know that there's that possibility that the CRM from The World Beyond and a couple cameos here and there and Fear, Walking Dead, and all that stuff, they are possibly connected with that community. This is where maybe they get a lot of their supplies, a lot of their ammunition, what have you. So it's revealed that there is a working train that goes to this and possibly other communities. And it's then and there that Daryl and Carol decide that Hornsby has served his purpose and they're cutting him loose. They give him the chance to walk away. And of course, he doesn't take that chance. He tries to turn on them and grab a gun. And then Carol's already waiting for this to happen and puts an arrow right through his fucking throat. And then they leave him there to die. And, they don't take him out final. They just leave him there to turn and everything. So they go off. And then we get this glimpse of this convoy. This convoy with the bus and a couple trucks and motorcycles and everything. It is taking our survivors of Alexandria to this train that is supposedly, possibly taking them to a concentration camp type place, a work camp where maybe they're going to work off, what Pamela sees as a debt, or just they're not fit in her eyes to be part of the Commonwealth community. We don't know yet. We know that they're being shipped off somewhere. They're all on this bus. They still have burlap sacks over their heads. And on top of that, they are all being sedated for the entire trip. You got this guard going up and down the aisle, sticking these people and keeping them under so they cannot see where they're going or how to maybe alert other people how to get there or anything like that. And it's with this that the episode ends. We don't see where they're taking them. Of course, we got our episode 21 teaser where we see them being offloaded and everything, but that will be for next week's thing. So, really, this episode did what we knew it was going to do. They're rounding up all the survivors of Alexandria, shipping them off because Pamela Milton has deemed them not worthy to be in the Commonwealth, and she's out for blood. Her son got killed, so she's out to make people pay for this, especially Eugene, because he contributed. He did not directly kill him, but he contributed to getting him killed. So just as we thought that, she's going to be out to basically punish anyone who's responsible for it. She is not going to take anybody's shit. She's going to take everyone down that had anything to do with it. And in the process, she's being very villainized. She started out kind of okay, and welcoming people to this community and everything, and now she's just full-blown bitch mode, and she's ready to start making people pay for what happened and set an example so people don't fall out of line ever again. So it's with that, with kind of closing out this video. This was a very good episode. I like the way it dived into this, and maybe with these people being sedated and everything and taken to this undisclosed location, maybe that kind of explains what's going to happen to Daryl, because we know that he ends up in France, not on his own, his own choice or whatever. So maybe part of this is he gets sedated and he's sent along his way and sedated the entire fucking trip. We don't know. But anyways, guys, that is my breakdown and review of this episode. I thought it was a really decent episode. You see how each episode kind of opens up with that little montage, and you can see, depending who's in that montage, who this episode's going to be about. This one opens up with flashbacks of Daryl and Carol, so naturally it was about them. But I think that'll do it. If you enjoyed this video, you enjoyed this review, please leave likes, please leave comments, and if you feel so inclined, please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. So until next time, guys, I will see you later. Bye.